We are so back. Hello everyone, it is the Tech Sage, and today we're playing one of my favorite games, Fallout New Vegas.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy.
Oh, are we gonna get the glitch?
You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second?
Oh man.
Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Let's go with... Well, since we can't put a... There's no face paint in this game, we can't do another blue skull. How about... How about, 6?
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Good Springs. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
How'd you do? Yeah, character customization in this game is not necessarily something to write home about. You have the same guy, but varying different tones of skin. So, and honestly, we're just gonna be covering up with helmets and stuff throughout this playthrough, so this will be fun.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room, over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
So,
looking good so far.
First thing you want to do is loot stuff from this guy's house. Why? Because it's not like he's gonna stop you.
We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Honestly, no idea what this character build's gonna be like, so we'll see.
Surprised anybody'd want to tangle with you. Heck, you could go Deathclaw hunting with a switch. Well, we know you're right. But that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered and a bighorn dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dog's smart.
Alrighty.
All right. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat.
House.
Renovate.
Night.
Campfire.
Enemy.
Vaporize.
Light.
Beam.
Mother.
Caretaker?
Okay. Now, I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one. Conflict just ain't in my nature.
Well, considering the nature of this game, that is a strong disagree, buddy.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Agree.
I'm always fixing to be the center of attention.
Agree. Strongly disagree.
I charge in to deal with... Almost.
Oh yeah, we're doing a Rorschach test. That's cool.
Okay. Last one.
So funny thing about this one that'll come up later, there used to be there's an option you could pick for this in a mod where you instead say two bears high-fiving. Because look at that, does that not look like two bears high-fiving?
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
All looks good, yeah. We'll go energy weapons, melee weapons, and repair. We're gonna do something kind of fun.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
Alright, perks, or traits. The best one I always pick, that's something you should always consider picking, is Wild Wasteland. What this does is it'll make Easter eggs appear all throughout the world. And what these Easter eggs are pretty funny. They can range from pop culture references to inside jokes from developers. And I guess for another one, I'll go with heavy-handed. More melee damage. For whenever our energy weapons run out of ammo, we can swap to a bigger weapon and go to town.
Alright, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Couple of tips. Anything you see that has a weight of 0, take it, unless it's something you know you're not going to use.
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to me now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway.
Thanks for patching me up, Doc.
Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
So here's hardcore mode. This is basically what survival mode would later become in the other games. You need food, you need water, you need a lot of other stuff. And now, time for all the DLC pop-ups. Let those get out of the way. Might as well put on some of the stuff we got from the DLC. Looking good. And And there we have the famous Sunset Sarsaparilla. To this day, I've always wanted to try one of those drinks. We're going to go in there and do the tutorial. Mostly because it gives us some stuff we can sell later on.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mitchell said you could teach me how to survive in the desert.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
Alrighty. And I've got the radio and everything turned off, so we don't got to worry about no copyright music. Before we talk to her, there's something else I should show off. the workbenches. Those allow you to make ammo and
Now,
recycle stuff.
See the sarsaparilla bottles on the fence there? Take this and try to hit a couple of them. That's the right idea. Look down the sight. Try crouching down and staying still. It'll help your aim.
Okay, we use the varmint rifle.
Nice shot. Well, that's a start.
As soon as we're done with this tutorial, we're going to head towards a specific area, talk to an NPC, then start a little quest line that allows us to get power armor training early. Because one thing y'all should know about me, in any Fallout game, I always go for the power armor. It's, well, one of the coolest parts of this game. And also, if you're on PC and you want to break immersion, well, not really break immersion, but if you're on PC, there is a console command that lets you use power armor early, but I don't know which one it is. I could look it up, but I decided not to. Me too. Where'd they go? Oh.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there?
Yep.
We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Or you just run in and hit him with a machete, it's all the same to me. Like so. There's one. There's two. And you can drink water from here, it has no radiation.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing.
There's a shovel. This is very important. Always pick up the shovel. There are graves located all throughout the world, and if you have a shovel, you can dig them up and loot whatever's inside of them.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little... Holy moly.
And we got a good reputation too. Nice. Now what we're after is we have to go get some Brock flower and Xander root. This is VATS. You use that to target specific parts on an enemy to either cripple them, do more damage, or for cinematic slow motion kills. Like so. Wasn't that cinematic and slow motion? Let's look in the schoolhouse. In the schoolhouse we will find... ta-da! More mantises. And this is something really funny. There's that pod right there. You shoot that, a bunch of little mantises come out. But we don't even have to shoot them or waste ammo on them. Watch. You could just step on them and kill them. Man, it's a good thing I turned the music up for this playthrough, because the music in this game, not the radio music or anything like that, is just so atmospheric. I think because it uses music from the older Fallout games, which are really good atmospheric sounds. Oh, might as well start talking about some other cool Fallout stuff. Like, for example, one of the things people always bring up as an argument in Fallout is that in the newer games, like Fallout 3 and Fallout 4, it feels like the bombs just dropped even though it's been 200 years, and in other parts of the world, everyone's basically moved on from the bombs dropping. Which, while that makes sense, there's also, in all the areas that those games are set in, a lot of really dangerous creatures that keep repopulating and making it difficult to just walk in and resettle a place. For example, in the capital wasteland, there's a ton of super mutants, centaurs, deathclaws, giant scorpions. You could organize an army to, like, clear them out, but that's never... but no one ever really tries to do that. It's usually down to the protagonist to clear out everything. Another reason why a lot of places aren't as cleaned up as other parts of the world are is possibly due to the fact that... oh, hey, check this out. These are the cigarettes the guy from the opening of the game was smoking. He went through a whole pack before he actually shot me. Another reason why other parts of the world are not as resettled as some is because nuclear weapons keep being used even long after. For example, the the bomb in Megaton being detonated, and all the nuclear bombs being thrown all over the place in Fallout 76 that are just oversaturating the place with radiation, meaning the world will take a long, long time to recover. And with factions like the Legion and the NCR getting a hold of nukes and trying to throw them at the enemies back and forth, that also makes things more complicated. Especially when we get to one town where you see that the Legion set off a dirty bomb. I think it was the Legion who set off that bomb. I don't know. We're heading this way for a weapon that'll help us out in our playthrough. And the shovel is a part of that reason. It's right down there. Alright, we got the knife, now we gotta get out of here quick. That area was surrounded by some pretty tough enemies. But thanks to our efforts, we now have Chance's knife. Chance's knife belonged to a fellow named Chance, who you read about in the New Vegas comic series. He was a member of the Great Khans.
Let me see what you got. Hey, that's not bad, see?
Alrighty. Hey look, this is a harmonica. Sadly, you can't play them. So what I just did was make stuff at a campfire. If you have high survival, you can craft things at a campfire ranging from healing powder to anti-venom to venom you can coat your weapons in. All kinds of stuff. If you level up survival really high, you get a perk called Them's Good Eatin', which allows you to find really good healing items on corpses of enemies you fight. And here we have our first wild wasteland encounter. This one is a reference to Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull, when Indy hid inside of a refrigerator to get away from a nuclear bomb. It's one of the funniest and kind of dopiest things that happens in that movie. They call that nuking the fridge. It became a real popular movie term after that incident. But hey, his loss. We now have a suave gambler hat. Let's go talk to the lady in the saloon and get our first level up, hopefully. Oh yeah, you always want to max out intelligence in Fallout playthroughs, because intelligence gives you more XP, which means you level up a lot faster. And with the playthrough we're doing, we're basically going to be an Incredible Hulk with our brains intact. This is Easy Pete. I don't know why they call him that.
I'm done being nice. If you don't...
I'm not taking sides.
Sell that guy's stuff.
I hope you didn't just bring a heap of trouble down on Goodsprings. His friends might come looking for him, and... That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where are they headed?
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
Alright.
Be
Level up time. First thing we're going to go with is level up repair as much as possible. And let's also go with Swift Learner. So we get more XP, leveling up even faster.
Hey there.
Howdy. And we're off. Let's go talk with Victor, the robot who dug us up. Victor is a Securitron, a robot that is exclusive to Fallout New Vegas. They're these big TV-looking things with tentacle arms and a wheel for legs. They're one of the most 1950s sci-fi looking robots next to the Protectrons. There he is right now.
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for taking me out of that grave.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
How did you happen to find me?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
Thanks. We can go into his house. He's got some stuff we can take. Energy cells, the things of that nature. Weapon repair kits, always important. And now, our journey begins as we head out to over there with the big roller coaster. What's that place called? Prim, that's it. Oh yeah, you see every so often that message, you take a sip from your trusty Vault 13 canteen. That doesn't really have much of a purpose. It's mostly just a cosmetic thing and kind of funny because it happens at the most unusual of times. Watching something dramatic happen, you take a sip from your Vault 13 canteen. Just killed an enemy, you take a sip from your Vault 13 canteen. literally heard a person's traumatic and sad backstory, you take a swig from that Vault 13 canteen. Yeah. We're gonna especially need to find some better looking outfits, because I'm being real with you. Unless you're joining the NCR and getting the Ranger armor, or doing the DLC and getting the Desert Ranger armor, or the Riot gear, you're gonna look kind of dopey throughout most of this playthrough, until you get the Power armor as well. Oh, we're under attack. How exhilarating. Those are the Powder Gangers. They are former prisoners that used to belong to the NCR until they rebelled using the very dynamite they were given to clear out mines and whatnot. Geckos. As it turns out, giving dynamite and limited freedom to prisoners was a bad idea. Oh yes, the NCR. There's two factions vying for control of Las Vegas. There's the New California Republic, or NCR, and Caesar's Legion, which, despite the name and the premise of this game, where it's set in Las Vegas and whatnot, miraculously has nothing to do with Caesar's Palace in Las Vegas, which is a real place. Now, I know they're trying to say that, but that can't be a coincidence.
Hey, where the hell do you think you're going?
These are the NCR guys. Both factions have arguments for and against. Well, some have arguments for and against them. The Legion, they mostly just want to take people as slaves and, well, basically remake the Roman Empire. They're pretty bad. They're cartoonishly bad, even. Then there's the NCR. The argument against them is they're trying to bring back taxes and governments and whatnot to the wasteland. Meanwhile, people out here are just trying to fight for survival, and they don't want to pay taxes. They just want to survive. Go ahead and repair our weapon. There we go. We're going in here to get a really good weapon. Since we're doing energy weapons, might as well get one of the best.
Found you.
Hello, boyos! Check this out. The teddy bears all have ragdoll physics. We're gonna have to also level up lock picking at some point too.
What was that?
That was a guy with a knife. Come on! Why did he put his gun away?
Aha!
Aha. New cowboy hat, nice. Oh, he's stuck. Come on, come on. Got him. And here we got the incinerator. Beautiful weapon. Just beautiful. And some leather armor. Advertiser. Oh. Oops. It's fine. We can just take the message. There's a lot of armor.
You like that?
You like this? So we might have just killed this guy, and he might have been this town's only hope of getting a new sheriff. But it's okay. It's all good. It's okay.
most unusual. The Powder Gangers have visitors today. I guess there's a first for everything. Now those tough-looking fellows must be great cons. I recognize those funny helmets and leather vests from stories I've heard. So what are they doing with that dapper gentleman who wears a checked suit? I wouldn't mind a suit like that. They're talking about heading south toward Nipton, then west to Novak where they'll meet up with someone. I guess I could track them if I needed to, but the town of Primm needs me here to serve and protect. Oh my, I think I've been spotted.
Okay, so we might have just killed this town's only sheriff, but it's okay. We ball.
Come on. Come on. You like that?
I swear I've been fighting clones, because these guys look all the same for some reason. Okay, nice. Always want to search these places thoroughly in case you find some that might be useful. Bullets,
Anybody there?
healing supplies, weapons, anything. See? Found a switchblade, that's a good holdout weapon. Some jet. Funny story about jet. You find the guy who invented jet in Fallout 2. He's a real a-hole, and he well, let's just say he gets what's coming to him by the end of the game. Did that man just shoot behind him through himself? Weird. Eventually, through this playthrough, we will end up getting much bigger and stronger laser weapons, or energy weapons. Gatling lasers, the Spurtle Wood, the Arc Welder. That is such a cool laser sound in slow motion. Let's also take... Where's his body? There it is. His cleaver. We could use that for a weapon that I'm going to probably pick up later. For now, we know where to go. Head to Nipton. Super stim packs should always be sold and not used. Why is that, you ask? They have a debuff that'll lower your carry weight. It wears off after a moment, but in the heat of the moment, like a fight where you truly need to keep mobile, it can be a death sentence. And plus, you find plenty of sunset sarsaparillas around. They heal you just as good. And they taste better. I say as I've never had a sarsaparilla in my life. Up ahead are some rapscallions we shall deal with forthwith.
You better get out of here.
You better get out of here.
I've got you now.
No, I've got you now. Oh, you got metal armor. Nice. Okay, to heck with it. Let's just use this real quick. Metal armor. Looks really good. Okay, clearly this says welcome. Let's go in.
Had enough? Ah!
No, but it looks like you have. Sunset Sarsaparilla Star bottle caps. What's so good about those? You will find out later. I didn't even do anything to him, that just happened. should be approaching Nipton shortly. It's way over there, that town. Be advised, there are plenty of hostiles between there and here. For example, these giant ants. These also giant scorpions. There's some more over there, see? There's a big one over there. So, something really cool about the creatures in Fallout, there's mutants, there's raiders, and then there are the giant bugs that you would commonly see in old 1950s monster movies, when we thought back then that radiation would equal giant bugs, like those giant ants or the giant scorpions, or that radiation could mutate animals to have two heads. The spot's full of jackals. Let's have a knife time with them.
Uh-huh.
We're just knifing these dudes left and right.
Come on!
Let's take this metal armor and use it to repair our metal armor. This blurry vision to wear off. There we go. Oh wow, he knows how to duck. Good for him. Oh, there's a scorpion coming. Okay, we gotta do it for the fun. We gotta go with Cannibal. With Cannibal, we can do this. What does that do? It, well, if you do it in front of people, they'll attack you. It heals you moderately. And it's just something for roleplay purposes, so that you can, if you just jokingly say your character's a cannibal. Somebody's shooting. Take all the bottle caps. Hey, I forgot to show. This is what our face looks like with this hockey mask on. Absolutely disturbing. Here we are, Nipton. Trading Post RV Park camping.
Yeah! Who won the lottery? I did! Smell that air! Couldn't you just drink it like booze?
What lottery did you win?
What lottery? The lottery! That's what lottery! Are you stupid? Only lottery that matters. Oh my god, smell that air!
Good for him. He won the lottery. It looks like Nipton was attacked by Caesar's Legion and scorpions. Got us a laser rifle. You know, honestly, a lot of people pick NCR for their playthroughs, so let's go with a Legion playthrough for this one. Let's meet our new friends.
Don't worry. I won't have you lashed to a cross like the rest of these degenerates. It's useful that you happen by. I want you to witness the fate of the town of Nipton, to memorize every detail. And then, when you move on, I want you to teach everyone you meet the lesson that Caesar's Legion taught here, especially any NCR troops you run across.
I'll do as you ask.
Then I bid you wale, until we meet again. Was there more for us to discuss?
What lessons did you teach here?
Where to begin? That they are weak and we are strong? This much was known already. But the depths of their moral sickness, their dissolution, Nipton serves as the perfect object lesson.
What exactly happened here?
Nipton was a wicked place, debased and corrupt. It served all comers, so long as they paid. Profligate troops, powder gangers, men of the Legion, such as myself. The people here didn't care. It was a town of whores. For a pittance, the town agreed to lead those it had sheltered into a trap. Only when I sprang it did they realize they were caught inside it too.
You captured everyone?
Yes, and herded them to the center of town. I told them their sins, the foremost being disloyalty. I told them that when legionaries are disloyal, some are punished, the others made to watch. And I announced the lottery. Each clutched his ticket, hoping it would set him free. Each did nothing, even when loved ones were dragged away to be killed.
Sounds like they got what was coming to them.
Yes, they did. As will all the rest of them, in due time. Now go, and teach them what you've learned here, There will be more lessons in the days ahead.
You know, for the longest time, I used to think you could get that guy as a companion. Turns out you can't. In any case, here's another wild wasteland thing up here before I end the episode. If you watch Star Wars, you'll know what this is.
Ready to die for your country, you commie son of a bitch?
Oh good, he had stuff on him. Well, oh, okay, never mind then. This will also be important, that 9 iron you saw right there. But for now, I think that'll be a good spot to end the episode. We've made it all the way to Nipton, we got some good stuff, and I'm looking forward to doing more of this playthrough. So, yeah. I promised I'd make Fallout New Vegas stuff, and so I'm gonna stay with that, and here we are. This has been the Tech Sage, and yeah, see you later.